And we know we have a steady listener base on the fact that, like, when one of us is sick or something, we end up taking a week off. You should see the amount of feedback we get. Where's the show? Are you guys going on tonight?
I get text messages, people Twitter, I get people at me on Facebook.
Yep.
Just completely forget. Is everything okay?
Yeah,
Are you guys all right?
You guys didn't have a show last
I was
night.
like, no, we just need a week break, or there isn't, just a whole lot going on. It's better than us sitting there on me the whole time.
We didn't have a show last week because we were given a very high priority last minute project that had us pulling our hair out. It's going to be very important. But we actually do have.
Raven's going to be down soon.
We actually do have a.
Isn't it her job to censor the
we
podcast?
actually do have a. We have like the Jethal show and then the title of our show, and sometimes I just put there, it's the Jethal show. We got nothing.
Yeah, I've done that title before.
Does that ever affect format length? So, for instance, if you have a really special announcement, you might extend the length of the show. You ever reduce the length of the show?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We do mini casts.
We're limited on the amount we can extend though, because somebody has a show right after ours.
We're not limited. We don't
The
care.
downside to another downside to live radio.
Well, we've had shows where we only have like a half-hour content, and we're struggling through the rest of it, and it's just passing them a note. Can we stop?
Yeah, and eventually we get to a point where we're completely done.
Okay,
We'll be back next week.
We cut
Yeah,
this short.
he's cut our show off before because we went to go on the stream and we were still on.
Yeah.
Because it was right after, I think it was GU 60, and we ended
couldn't
up
get
having a
through
2.5-hour show.
Why don't you just join forces?
We have on occasion.
Because he broadcasts from Seattle and we broadcast from New York.
Whatever. Brian, do you have a question?
I do actually. Having done a lot of podcasting myself, I'm curious about this because something I haven't done is the live broadcasting. And in today's world of very on-demand, when you want to listen to it, what do you perceive the value of actually doing live broadcasts now?
Well, you can actually download our broadcast.
Yeah, we record them too.
Right, I get that.
But we
Why
get
not just do that?
instant feedback.
Yeah.
When we're in the game, we're broadcasting live. We have people in the channel listening, and they tell us things. They comment on things we say. They can ask us questions live.
You can do a live
Because they
Q&A.
don't have enough
Yeah,
content.
live Q&A.
The live Q&A is awesome because not only do we get
We do a live show too.
not only do we get our opinions, but
But
we
they're 20
also
minutes.
get the people who are right there listening. We get their opinions, so it's like having guests constantly, even if
Yep.
they're not on the broadcast with us. We have their opinions. Well, and people love to hear their name on there. So
It's like a radio show.
So and so has this.
With the players in the chat channel and that kind of thing going on, that does help the players that are listening feel connected to the show.
Yes,
Yeah.
makes
Build
them
that
part
whole
of the
social
show.
connection of, okay, we're in the show together, we're doing it, and it does help them. I mean, let's face it, half of Rekoske too is social connections.
Without them, we don't have a show.
Although it
does.
it does get a little weird at times because there is like a 10-second delay. So we'll ask a question and then we sit there for a few seconds going, waiting for a reply. And then the channel floods with replies.
And we have we have a specific listener base for live, and you can see the same people in the channel, and they're the same ones that February. They come back every week, and they've got something else for you.
And a lot of times they'll bring up stuff that we didn't think of to mention on
Yeah.
the show, and they'll bring it up. We'll talk for 20 minutes about something that a listener brought up.
Hey, have you seen this over here in this area?
No, we
I
haven't.
haven't
Let's
seen
go
that.
check it.
Let's go over there.
Or a bug or something that we didn't know about, and a player mentions it in channel, and we can immediately bring it up and address that issue. And depending on who's listening, I can always immediately get feedback from somewhere else that says, we're working on that or something,
Right.
which is great.
Every now and then some of these people tune in and we get to talk to them.
Domino is a very regular listener to both our shows. So every time it's like, well, I wonder if Sony knows about this, and Domino will chime in on the channel. Yes, we know.
Yes, we do.
We
So
do now.
Working on it.
That's always a good one to
It's
see.
great to have that instant, there you go.
Or like I'll be talking about housing items, and like, hey, you want to check out this house over here? Okay. I go there, check it out, and I'm like, yeah, come on down, everyone, to get it open to visitors.
She's popped open a website or something for her. We'll go here. You talk. I'm gonna go over here. I'll check this out while you keep going over there.
Are you aware of how many listeners you have that you make special efforts to grab new listeners outside of the podcast and stuff?
We try to grab, but we
Well,
have
since we're corporate America, we have to, measure success, right? ROI, all that stuff. So, like, I know for my webcast, I do measurements, and I can generally say that when we go outside of our standard broadcast schedule, we don't have as great a listener base. So, I mean, to your point, you know, yes, we do track it, and yes, we do adjust things based on our feedback, from just the numbers alone.
We track ours as well. It's part of our broadcasting software. It has
Yeah,
a
that tells us
streaming
how many
thing.
live listeners.
Yep, tells us our total listeners, the current listeners, and our website also keeps track of how many people download the
I like
files.
waiting a week and then looking at the download numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we could have like only like 50 people listening, and then we look at the download numbers the next week.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's-
2,000 people
Yeah.
downloaded this.
Yeah, exactly.
See, we're hurt a little bit because we broadcast at 7 Eastern, so Pacific time. A lot of people aren't even out of work yet, so the
just headed
download
home.
counts skyrocket for the show.
And I start at 7 Pacific, which is 10 p.m. on the Eastern side. So I
That's
can't,
what-
I can't get as many live guests from the East Coast as I like, because they're all trying to go to bed.
Sleep's
Sleep is for the weak.
Exactly. We can sleep when we're dead. There's game time.
And we looked at changing our time before, but EQ Tuesday has been on that time zone since it started.
Yeah, you can't change it now.
I changed days and times at least. I've changed at least 3 times in the 4 years I've been doing this.
Well, what happened to your live listener count when you switched days?
Oh, it dropped dramatically, so I went back. Having the Sunday show was not a great idea.
No, the listeners didn't like change with things like
No,
that.
we discovered that too, yeah.
They like the consistency that we have.
Especially having a show like mine on a Sunday.
That's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the opening theme of my show was Highway to Hell at that point.
Yeah, I remember
Oh,
that.
it's Sunday, let's tune in to Jethal. Oh my God! Sunday at noon it was.
Yeah, that's
So-
really a bad idea.
So I went back to Tuesdays.
Tuesday's a nice safe day.
Yeah.
Noon Pacific on a Sunday? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right as people are getting out of church.
Well, it's the middle
I'm
of
surprised I
football
wasn't boycotted by the Westboro Baptist Church. God hates reindeers. God hates.
They're gonna be picketing outside your house, just
Yeah.
watch.
Woo!
Now,
That's great because I have a van.
because you
And I'll run them all over.
because you mentioned that, when we upload the video, it's gonna flag it with the West, with the Baptist church.
Ah.
So they're gonna see you now saying that.
Good. Is that recorded? Bring it on.
Any other questions? We got 15 minutes left.
Questions, comments, solutions. I have a solution.
I could do with some solutions.
What do you guys think makes for a good podcast? Like, what do you like to listen to when you listen to other shows?
Lots of stuff.
EQ2 talk.
Well, Basic Ratio is Delmont.
Well, thank you, but
We all know it's Alan.
what makes a show good, or why do you turn off other ones?
I think it really, for me, it's the hosts, right? So like, if you like the personalities, you're gonna like the show.
Yeah.
But we've also found out, being that we're SoE, people don't necessarily want to listen to our personal stuff. They want the official news from us.
That goes with any cast.
Well, you're the,
No, actually,
we are
that's
the
actually just
official
the opposite for me.
source.
I get a lot of comments. People
But
love
you're
the fact
not-
that we talk about our home
You're
life.
not an official SoE
No, no.
podcast.
My show would not work if I did like an NPR type of thing. This week on the Jethal Silverwing show, we talk about what's happening in U61. Actually, we tried that.
April Fools?
We had a
Yeah.
pre-recorded Norathian news segment that went over like a rock in a pond.
That's because you're not PEX.
What's that?
That's because you're not PEX.
With that newscast.
Didn't he used to do the news on
Yeah.
your show?
Yeah.
He did great. I used to love listening to that segment.
But we always tried to put in like certain gnome in Bubbleshire was caught shoplifting this week. No, it didn't go over.
We should try that.
April Fools.
Actually, in this coming season of the Jethal Silverwing show, we are going to have sponsors. Like the International Association Against Cube Abuse. Gelatinous cubes are our friends. They only want to hug you
I
for
find
a long period of time.
And kill you.
I find the interaction between the hosts is what really drives the show.
Me too.
Personalities.
And that's one of the things we have trouble with, like she said, is we talk all the time off the air, so when we're on the air, it's kind of hard. But I listen to some other podcasts, and when you get two people that just don't mesh together, or it's brand new,
It just feels awkward, doesn't
and
it?
yeah, it's very
Yeah.
awkward, and it's hard to listen to.
It's like the boys on that side, the girls on that side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High school.
One person talks, the other person talks.
Well, we just gotta keep.
There's no what they call synergy.
Yeah, synergy.
Yeah.
You gotta
Like
get-
Beast Lords, good segue.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not gonna talk about that?
We don't have any of that info.
Just don't talk to her.
Next podcast.
It works for me,
Well, that's what I tell him, we'll get in the car and stuff, it's like, don't talk to me.
Just get in the car, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut
Don't.
up. Hey, did you see what they had? No, shut up.
And we've done that.
It's, like I said, it's better now that we're in separate guilds and we're doing different things.
Right.
Yeah, he's raiding.
I don't even go to the
makes
same
a huge
RP
difference.
tavern.
Who kicked
They're
you
in
out?
separate bedrooms now.
She left first.